What's going on, guys? JSGC here, and we are here for another Manchester City video. Today we are going to be doing 5 things that we have learnt from the Manchester City home victory against Fulham. 2-0, solid home win. We're going to be having a look at everything that we have learnt from this game. But first, before we crack on with this video, make sure, like always, if you are enjoying the content and you want to help to support the future content that is created on this channel, then subscribe. It is free. Press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. We are aiming for 15,000 subscribers. We're now less than 800 subscribers away from that goal. So any help towards that would be much appreciated. Don't forget also, you can find my social media links, Twitter and Instagram. They're in the description below and sliding across at the bottom of the screen if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. Email also in the description below too if you're going to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business enquiries. Don't forget also to leave a thumbs up if you do enjoy this video, and also don't forget to leave your thoughts in the comments below of what you made of this home victory against Fulham. So without further ado, let's crack on with this video with 5 things that we have learnt from this game. Now, the first thing that we have learnt, and it's actually a pretty big point, is that Pep moaned about us not having 5 substitutes to make, yet in this game makes no substitutes, none whatsoever. So it's kind of contradicting his point. Now, I get why Pep wants 5 substitutes, and I get why quite a few clubs want 5 substitutes. And personally, in my opinion, I would like 5 substitutes as well, because I think that's just going to help with the amount of injuries that teams are going to pick up as the season goes on goes forward. And so I feel like 5 substitutes does make sense. Now, I get why the other teams that are opposing this, that are stopping this rule from coming into play, don't want this because they're fearful of the bigger squads of the clubs that have got strength in depth with their squad. They're fearful that they're going to capitalise upon this. But I feel like injury over quality kind of overshadows the argument. However, I don't think Pep's done any favours in trying to bring in 5 substitutes when he's not making any substitutes in for this game. And I felt like even just to rest a couple of the players, like just to give them an extra 20-minute rest, wouldn't have gone amiss considering that option was there. But Pep maybe sending out a point, maybe not. I do not know, but I found that really interesting. But does lead us really nicely onto point number 2. The second thing that we've learned from this game is that it's going to suggest that with Pep making no substitutes, that City are going to be making a lot of changes, possibly 11 changes for that midweek game against Marseille in the Champions League, and that is what I'm expecting to happen. I'm expecting there to be a lot of changes. I'm wondering if the players that haven't featured in today that were on the bench are going to feature in that game, and I'm wondering how many youngsters we're going to be seeing in that game. But that is a question that lies on Wednesday for that match against Marseille, a dead rubber for Manchester City. And so I get why Pep has made absolutely no substitutes, because he's going to make all them changes on Wednesday and allowing all the players a week's rest. But that remains to be seen what happens there. If players are featuring in this game and featuring in that game, they're probably not going to be featuring against United. But there we go. I don't know. Maybe I'm reading too much into it. Maybe I'm not. I just found it really interesting. Nonetheless, anyway, moving on to this game, and the third thing that we have learned is that John Stones is just a really decent, classy player. Once again, features for Manchester City, doesn't look out of place, clean sheet, a good performance from him, and he's forming a really nice defensive partnership with Ruben Dias. Now, John Stones is really good in the air, and so teams that aren't going to be attacking as much and are looking to put balls forward, he's dealing with everything that's being thrown at him from Burnley and from Fulham in this game, and he's doing really well, and he's keeping clean sheets whilst playing really well for Manchester City. And so there's a big question now. I'm going to presume that Ruben Dias does not feature against Marseille, and he will be starting against Manchester United. Will it be John Stones? Will it be Aymeric Laporte? May Ruben Dias make a rest and it'll be Laporte and Stones? Who now features at the back for Manchester City? Huge questions now for Pep Guardiola for that match against Manchester United. A good selection headache, but John Stones nonetheless giving Pep Guardiola a selection headache ahead of that game against Manchester United. And if I'm honest, it is good to see. Now, moving on to the fourth thing that we have learnt from this game is just how brilliant Kevin De Bruyne is. In the first half, he was phenomenal, back to his best, threading balls through, pinpoint accuracy, getting assists and scoring goals and putting penalties away. Just what we've come to expect from one of the best players in the world in Kevin De Bruyne. if I'm going to nitpick, and I am going to nitpick because that's the whole point of this video, I felt like Kevin De Bruyne should have had a brace. He should have been hitting the target when he hit the crossbar. That shot really should have been kept down and should, in my opinion, have been flying into the back of the net. But as it is, it's just a goal and assist for Kevin De Bruyne. Considering we only scored twice and we won this game 2-0, Kevin De Bruyne featured in both goals. He still, like I said on my live stream, has got my JSGC man of the match. And speaking of nitpicking, moves us on to the fifth and final point of this video. The fifth thing that we have learned is that actually Manchester City aren't being as clinical as what they could be, and I'm disappointed right now. There was an opportunity here for City. At the very least, I felt like we should have scored 3 goals in this game. There was opportunities there for 4 or 5 goals to be hit, like we was against Burnley, and we was clinical against Burnley. In this game, it was okay, but we wasn't as clinical as where we needed to be. However, winning 2-0 and picking up 3 points is 3 points. We move on to that big game against Manchester United next weekend in the Premier League. We've got lots to think about. We're going to wait for the results to happen for the rest of the week first, see where we lie in the Premier League, then move on to that big game at Old Trafford next week. Manchester Derby, it's one of the biggest games of the season, and I'm hoping that it could be one of them big games where Man City can finally just turn around their season. We've got a bit of momentum going forward now. We're scoring goals, we're keeping clean sheets, we're getting things are starting to tick along for us. We can pick up a win in that game against Manchester United. All of a sudden, I feel like we could be in and around where we want to be. So that's a big game next Saturday against Manchester United, and we of course will be having a live watch along for that, and we will be having a preview out before the game and a 5 things we've learned after the game for everybody to look forward to first. But City are playing before that Wednesday evening against Marseille. We'll also be having a live watch along of that, so I would appreciate if anyone does have the time to come and check out that live watch along as well. So there we go, that's been the video. Thank you everyone for watching. Let me know your thoughts of this victory over Fulham in the comments below. That would be much appreciated by me. Leave a thumbs up if you did enjoy this video. Let's aim for 200 likes. Any help towards that would be much appreciated. Don't forget also to subscribe if you are new around here. Press that red button, press the bell, and put your push notifications on. Aiming for 15,000 subscribers, so any help towards that would be much appreciated by me. We're less than 800 subscribers, well, let's have that last big push towards 15k subscribers. That'd be absolutely brilliant. And don't forget also, check out my social media links. You can find them in the description below and sliding across at the bottom of the screen if you want to go and follow me on my Twitter and Instagram. Email also in the description below too. You're going to hit me up for any sponsorships for any videos or any general business inquiries, and I'll be back again for that live watch along for the Marseille game. So I'll see everyone then, or I might see you at the weekend for that big Manchester derby match between Manchester United and Manchester City. So I'll see you then. So I've been JSGC. I hope everyone is having a nice weekend. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope everyone is safe and well. Peace. Ciao for now.